Witness, please state your name and occupation. President Andistan'dhin. I'm like Temple's head monk, can you dig? Oh, if it isn't Instructor Andistan'dhin, you're the eyewitness? Instructor? Not only is Mr. Andistan'dhin... I'm never gonna pronounce that one. Temple's head monk. He's also a renowned Damelin expert. So it's up to us, but what's a Damelin? Check it. Here she is, my sweet serenade, my one and only groovy, right? But you heard how sultry sounds was before, brother. When dragon and tiger battle. This is a song from the Dance of Devotion. Right on, brother. The Song of Ceremony. Playing this tune together is a process keeping me and my girl here, you dig? Song of Ceremony. The song that was playing at the time of the murder. Oh, Holy Mother. May the righteous sounds of my Damelin serve as my offering to you. Wonderful. A great performance as always. This is my thing, you know. A bag I make instruments speak, baby. By the by, Majesty Pops. No Damelin class today. No, I'm afraid this trial has gone into overtime. Thanks to the lawyer over there. Class the judge wants to attend with a Damelin lesson? Well, you know what they say, baby. Never trust a lawyer, man. The transgressors against the Holy Mother have to be brought to justice. Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Andistan'dhin. As the treasure's keeper, you must have been shocked when it had been stolen. Yeah, man, that treasure was not cool. That treasure was not cool. It was just, that was not cool. There's no treasure there. Keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, Mr. Andistan'dhin. That's right, brother. This here's the one and only treasure box key. And I keep it on me at all times. Can you dig? But the sneaky thief went and cracked open that sucker anyway. Total bummer, man. So that's the key to the treasure box, is it? You know it, baby. It's called the Magatama key, and it's a historical artifact to boot. It's been passed down from head monk to head monk at Temple. Magatama key, huh? And now, someone's zacked the treasure on my watch. It's a real buzzkill, man. Am I ever gonna face her holiness again? Oh, Holy Mother, please find it in your infinite mercy to forgive me. Please guide this lost and humble lamb. Why do I always get the far out ones? Mr. Andistan'dhin, you witnessed the accused and the victim heading to the treasure room? You know it's baby. Best believe I scooped that tiny transgressor. Will you please give the court your testimony regarding what you saw? To bring justice against the transgressor man. Yes, of course I do all I can. In the name of all holiness I vow to sing. Not but the truth I swear to bring hit me. After the morning dance of devotion, to go back to my chamber, I got the most notion. Don't you know my chamber's on the way? Through the temple says the room, hey, hey. Any small footsteps I can quite clearly hear. If anyone to the treasure room goes near. The only one, and Hildy was the only one for the blackout, one other than woe. Only a Hildy to the treasure room did stroll. Tell me I was hallucinating just now. Like, can you believe it? Mr. Wall bit the big one after that. Horse man. I saw your settlements. You're the one who discovered the victim's body, were you, Mr. Andistan'dhin? What? You found the body as well? He really is a key witness then. That's right, brother. After the blackout, I went to reset the breaker and give power back to the people. The circuit box is near my chamber, so I'm always the man for the job, you feel me? The breakers are in the first floor hallway, in front of the storeroom. On the way, I got a whiff of something funky. Blood, man. Really horsed my mellow. I knew something wasn't kosher, so I swung by the treasure room and see what's what. It was like, oh man, there was poor Mr. Wold dead as a doornail. In the interval between the end of the dance of devotion and the blackout, the only ones who went to the scene of the crime were the victim and the accused. So you see, Mr. Andistan'dhin's unassailable account is what led to the accused arrest. Hold it! Is it possible that the murder took place before the end of the dance of devotion? I'm afraid that's not possible. The victim was in the performance until the very end of the dance. He was? Would you like some proof? How's this? A photo of that morning's dance of devotion taken by a tourist. My, what graceful dancing! I can almost hear the sound of Mr. Andistan'dhin now. Payne's right. There's Mr. Wool on duty. Never underestimate the incredible pain. So listen to Raphael's insights. He had backup evidence lined up too, huh? As head monk, my monks in training are like my own kids, like family. Can you dig it? I stood up tight, I he'll be better, man. For holiness, the Holy Mother. Oh, I'll lay your precious sins, my young brother. Head monk and the shin. I didn't kill Mr. Roll, so I don't have anything to confess to the Holy Mother. What? Bogus little man. Your faith is weak like a wet paper bag. Are you feeling me? The warning, baby. Spoil the child, not maybe. The holiness is magnanimous, son. If you confess your guilt, shall forgive you in the twilight realm. I don't suppose you could forgive him in this realm first? Defense, please begin your cross-examination. After the morning dance of devotion, to go back to my chamber, I got the notion. Don't you know my chamber's on the way to the temple's treasure room? Hey, hey. Any small footsteps I can quite clearly hear. If anyone to the treasure room goes near. A Hilby was the only one. A Hilby was the only one. Hold it! How can you tell it was a Hilby just from the sound of some footsteps? The Hilby's practically family, man. The smooth groove of his shoes are easy to pick out. But how did you know he went to the treasure room? Can't you think it was possible he went to the storeroom at the other end of the hall? No way, man. I saw him with my own two eyes. You saw him? In the treasure room, this you can believe. My peep first peep the sneaky, sneaky Hilby. And tell us where it is you stood, where you saw the accused, if you would. I'm not singing in that voice. When I heard the footsteps, I looked out the window. From my window I can see the window of the first floor hallway across the courtyard, you dig? And through that window I saw a Hilby walking into the treasure room. Should I have him add this statement to his testimony? Could you please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Andistan'dhin? You got it, brother. Through the window I did spy a little Hilby with my own eye. Objection! There's something off about that, Mr. Andistan'dhin. My music is off. I'm sorry you feel that way, man. Maybe this fight ain't topping guitars through the from. With your poison orchestra, jazz soul. There's nothing wrong with my ears, witness, but something's not quite right with your eyes. Mr. Andistan'dhin, you've been lying to this court. Now why would I lie? I got nothing to hide. Truth and truth alone is all I sing. Lying, oh now lying is my thing. I contend otherwise. Do you recognize this object, Mr. Andistan'dhin? It's a temple notice, man. What of it? In this notice, the final instructions to the temple monks is written. All of the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. What you talking about, Phoenix? Talking about the fact that from your chamber, you couldn't have seen anyone going into the treasure room through those shutters. Dude. Looks like you didn't get the memo. No way. I don't believe it, man. You don't believe it? Why don't you read the notice for yourself? Let's see. Something. Is that your idea of reading? Not so hard at reading Chinese, man. You can get one of the other monks to read stuff for me, you know. Doesn't that make your duties as head monk a little difficult? Hey, cut me some slack, man. I only moved to this country 6 months ago. That's quite recent, isn't it? So, how does someone who's only been here 6 months become head monk of a temple? I'll let you understand. Religious faith can be measured in months or years. I've only been in here of Kuwaitiism for 3 months myself. The Holy Mother's teaching really spoke to me, prompting me to stay in this country. What was the fact that there were no lawyers here that spoke to you, Mr. Payne, I noticed how you feel, my man. Her Holiness' teaching spoke to me too. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Brother Dom and Brother Dummer. Well, I know I suddenly became a believer in Kuwaitiism. Could Andistan'dhin have had an ulterior motive for becoming a believer too? Mr. Andistan'dhin, are you really in your chamber as you planned? Hey, chill, brother. Would you instead somewhere else?
Objection!
Mr. White, what kind of nonsense are you sprouting now? According to Mr. Andistan'dhin's testimony, he saw a Hilby with his own eyes. Therefore, it is really nonsense to suggest he could have seen a Herbie from somewhere else. Well, do you have a theory, defense? Do you know where Mr. Andistan'dhin was, if not in his chamber? He wasn't in his room, and Herbie had gone down the hallway towards the treasure room. There were only a few places he could have seen a Hilby from. I do have a theory, Your Majesty. Let's say the witness really did see a Hilby going towards the treasure room. What then? The defense proposes this is the only place you could have been to see a Hilby go down that hall.
Take that!
There? You just suggested earlier that's where the true culprit might have been. True. No matter how I look at it, it's the only place Andistan'dhin could have been. It's the foreign lawyer. Don't tell me. Are you accusing Mr. Andistan'dhin of being the true culprit in this case? Yes, Your Majesty. I contend there's a strong possibility this witness is the murderer.
Objection!
How dare you be so disrespectful? First you criticize of benevolent insight, now you accuse the head monk of murder?
Objection!
This is the only place the witness could have been. If he was here, he could have struck the victim down from behind and moved his body to the treasure room. That's nothing but groundless conjecture. And there's one more thing. Do you remember what was said in the opening argument? The opening argument? During the argument, it was suggested that Hilby used his position as monk and trained to get his hands on the treasure. That's right. And what of it? Well, why don't we try this twist on for size? The thief used his position as head monk of the temple to get a hold of the treasure. What?
What?
Dawson, man! The key to the treasure box has been passed down from head monk to head monk. A better position to be in if you want to steal that treasure.
You can't possibly be serious.
Does this mean you're claiming that Mr. Andistan'dhin's oath of faith is nothing but a lie designed to get him close to the treasure? The witness hasn't been truthful in his testimony to this court. So clearly, he isn't above lying. Did you swear to the Holy Mother that you not put the truth? Would you bring? Like that, I don't think it's fair to call your faith into question. It's ridiculous. I have no limits to what this lawyer will say. I mean, lie is such a strong word. Maybe it was just a mistake. Hold it. Enough with the novice wreck routine, prosecutor. You're just embarrassing yourself, man. What?
What was that, Mr. Andistan'dhin?
Lawyer man, you really are the lowest of the low. You're gone and said something I can't forgive. You call my belief into question, my faith in the Holy Mother. And nobody gets away with that.
What on earth? That music, it's making my ears bleed.
This is the music of my soul. Death to the lawyer! I'm the Twilight Messenger, can't you tell? Gonna take this lying lawyer straight to hell. Dripping with lies, running with Philistines. I'm gonna send that lawyer to the guillotines. And now for something completely different. The plinkety-plunk music just wouldn't let me express my rage. Your rage, huh? Isn't the worst of your anger having your lie exposed? You just don't get it. If I lied, it's because you drove me to it. I was sniffing around suspicious and throwing out false accusations. Sorry, but as a lawyer, I'm afraid that's my job. Yeah, well, lawyers are crap. Keep making noise, and I'll have to use my partner here on you. I'm the one making noise? So you want to know the truth, huh? Think you can handle the truth, do ya? Fine, let's see you try. Feel the heat of my brutal death beat. Savage right, sweating bullets, ain't ya? Screams of my soul gonna make a mosh pit out of this peanut gallery. Really just win the court over with that performance? Yo, geezer, I got something to testify. Get ready for the howling of my soul. I got this chart topper, skull screaming truth. The priestess's dance had come to an end. to the music store room, my way I did went. The truth is what you dread, hear me shred. Put my spot in front of the storeroom. I saw her creep to the treasure room. And trailing from behind, hand on the scent, I saw parole. I felt he went. The end my goal, innocent and sweet. Back by the storeroom, can't be beat. Then out went the power, ticking to midnight. Darker than blacker, black wobbling all sides. Yeah, baby. Let that soul metal flow. That's music. I've never heard anything like it. It's so fast. It's making my head spin. This is element metal. Yo, teaser, how are those ears ringing? I don't know much about music. But I've got chills, and they're multiplying. You scared lawyer man, run away fast as you can. What a wonderful rhythm. A perfect accompaniment for further deliberations. Now, Mr. Dustin, what did you go to the music store room for? I went to put my darling away. She's my precious partner. Gotta give her a good rest after playing in the right. But then why did you lie before? The guy! You sent me to hell! Huh? We all know that lawyers and the lying lawyer ways. Am I right, people? If I admitted I went to the showroom, you'd have drummed up a false charge on me. I didn't want to get sent to hell. What you say? He's right. That so would have happened. Now I see why the Defense Capability Act was passed. You feel me crying? Yeah, you said it. Too much to ask for a low-key trial. Now are you punch ready to rock or what? I can't hear you. I said you're ready to teach this lying lawyer how we do things around here. Yeah! Alright then. I'm gonna lay it on you one more time. The screaming truth of my soul. The priest's dance had come to an end. To the music store my way I did wend.
Hold it!
You say you went to the music storeroom? But how did we know you didn't go to the treasure room to see the treasure instead? And on what grounds would you base that accusation? Got anything to show for it? He's right. I don't really have any proof. And yet... Well, you can't prove that you didn't go to the treasure room either. You saw the treasure and were ready to make your getaway when you saw Mr. Wall. So you panicked and ran into the music storm, isn't that right? Why do I feel like I'm being stabbed by icy stairs from every direction? The silence is your answer, loyal man. This audience knows the score. Just what we needed. A moment of silence to bid this lawyer's basis claim goodbye. Why do I have to hate lawyers so much in this country? I said before and I'll say it again, loyal man. After the priestess's dance, I went to the music storeroom. Death, truth is what you dread. Hear me shred. From my spot in front of the storeroom, I saw a hillbilly creep to the treasure room. And trailing from behind, hound on the scent, I saw Paul roll after a hillbilly he went. In the end, my goal, instant and sweet, back by the storeroom, can't be beat. Then out went the power, ticket to midnight, blacker than blackest black, robbing all sight.
Hold it!
Where were you when the power outage occurred? Like I said, I was in the music storeroom. My girl had been sounding a little off, so I had to get her back in tune. Is it true that you were actually in the hallway at that time? The hallway, he said. Why would I be in the hallway? You were waiting for Mr. Ward to come back from his patrol of the treasure room. And then he discovered that the treasure had been stolen, you were going to kill him. Loyal man, just as always, so full of bulls. Brewing knives, this life is pulling the wool. If a liar through and through, and I ain't never ever gonna forgive you. Lies with no evidence, as always. His claims are just so honest. Nice, prosecutor. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. Someone stop that jam session, please. You made your assertion clear, defense, but your argument is rather unsustainable. That's not good. What's so funny, Puslin, is really then. Nevertheless, the possibility is still there. You can't deny the witness could have killed the victim under cover of darkness.
Objection!
You're forgetting one very important thing. Huh? It seems you've forgotten that the outage happened by chance, not design. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I did forget about that. It's not like the witness planned the outage so he could take advantage of the darkness. And without darkness, it would have been hard to sneak up behind Mr. Roll and kill him. You're right. Even I would notice someone coming up from behind me. Well, the fence, what do you have to say about that? What can I say about that? Mr. White, your claim is completely without merit, unless you want to argue that the witness somehow magically made the outage happen. Or maybe not magically, but... Wait, that's it. I contend the witness could have made the power outage happen, with no magic necessary. What? You have a theory, defense? All I had to do was make use of something shown on this diagram. What did the witness use to make the power outage happen?
Take that!
The witness was in the storeroom. The circuit box is on the storm end of the hallway. There's nothing really magical about turning off the breaker, wouldn't you say? Nice try. That theory doesn't hold water, loyal man. And why not? You're saying I turned the breaker off and then snuck up on Mr. Wall and hit him? In pitch black darkness with no source of light whatsoever? Is that what you're saying? With the lights off, that hallway is blacker than 100 midnights. You can't see the hand in front of your face. How could anybody commit murder like that? This was someone standing right in front of the victim like the accused. I hate when he's white. I can't just let his point stand. Well, maybe the victim was holding something that served as a guide. A guide through the darkness? Something? That's more than a little vague, wouldn't you agree? You ain't gonna move this room if I have baked hunts like that, bro. You gotta hit him hard. You gotta make him feel it. You hear me? Just like my voice, baby. Woo! I'm afraid I don't understand the witness's lyrics very well either. But in a trial, your arguments have to be clear and precise. Let's see some of that clarity and precision now, defense. Uh-oh. What do I do? Can you present to us something that could have served as a guide through the darkness? Yes, I can. Because there has to be something. Alright, let's see what you have, defense. What could the victim have you been hiding that served as a guide through the darkness?
Take that!
I believe the victim was holding the treasure box. Huh? Huh? Have you gone mad? Well, the box goes in the dark, so you can use it as a sort of beacon.
Well, I guess you're right.
But why in the world would the victim be holding the treasure box? Oh, well, because I guess it's as good as mine. What is this fellow talking about? Contents of lies yet again. Just give him the death penalty already! Is there no way to win them over? Defense. Are we going to be needing those tongue seals after all? No, Your Majesty. Yeah, man, do it. Then we can jam out to this lawyer's shrieks of pain. Ah, better get those screams of agony out now, loyal man! Why, you still have a tongue to scream with? Guess I better come up with a reason. No pressure or anything. As to why the victim was holding the treasure box. It can easily be explained as thus. Wait, don't fail me now. What reason could the victim possibly have had to be holding that treasure box? The victim was holding the treasure box because he was... Is that an idea I just happened to stumble upon? But I think it just might be the answer. And it would turn this whole trial upside down. Hello? Defense? Are you still with us? Let's hear this easy explanation you promised. Isn't it possible that it was because the victim himself was the thief? The victim? The thief? What kind of boy are you screwing now? His Majesty, this guy's off his walker. If the victim was the thief, everything we've done so far would all make sense. It would give us a completely new way to interpret the victim's actions. After the morning dance, the verse of Mr. Wall went to the treasure room. He grabbed the box that contained the treasure and started to take off with it. Then he went into a hill beyond the great stairs. That's when Mr. Wall poured his gun on a hill day. Then, the Blackadder card. Mr. Wall was bludgeoned to death in the darkness. Explains why the victim would be holding the glowing treasure box in the dark. And how it would be possible for someone other than the accused to kill him. You have any idea what you're saying? You unbelievable loyal man. I think you've lost it. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Roll, trying to roll the temple. A devout believer, that precious Koreanist. I will not allow you to discourse the victims of part of unfounded allegations. I hope you're prepared to back up your claim. Of course, Your Majesty. Oh, really? In that case, can we assume you have proof? Uh-oh. Proof, huh? Do I have any proof? I can't back down now. Yes, I have proof. In my dreams. Proof that Mr. Wall was the thief may have been left behind on a certain piece of evidence. Very well. Let's see your evidence and be ready to stand behind it. Prince, I'll take anything at this point. I need proof telling that would have been involved with the theft. There might still have some trace evidence left on it. What proof do you have that the victim might have been the thief?
Take that!
The defense would like to examine the treasure box. There might be trace evidence on it that would show that the victim had held it. Right. Better hope you turn up something more definitive than that, defense. Yes, sir, Your Majesty. Very well. Bailiff, bring the treasure box. There you are, defense. You're free to examine it. If I don't find something now, my entire argument up to this point would be blown. Plus, there's that little matter of the old tongue shears. I have to find something. I just have to. Now let's make sure I remember how to do this. I can just move the evidence around. I can also get closer to it if I have to. If I ever get too turned around, I can always just start from the beginning again. Notice that we enter this box carefully and examine anything of interest in detail. If the box was forced open, but while the victim was holding the box, the lid must have been closed. I'll try closing the lid too. Hey. What? Son of a... You locked it. So? What's the big deal? I thought you can open it with that key you're wearing. Yeah, I can. No sweat. Why is there a bucket load dripping off of you over there? I think I'd like to open this box back up again. Could you lend me your Magatama key? So, okay, let's see. Where's that keyhole? Well, it's the Magatama key. So we're going in that hole above the Magatama mark. Huh? It won't open. Would you look at that? That must have busted the lock when they forced the box open. Really? I'm not so sure about that. In any case, I better take another good look. I have to find proof that the victim was holding this box. saying? It says the outline of a hand. Could this be what I've been looking for?